Hello, how are you?
I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm not in New York, so I'm happy right now. Where am I? I'm in Leicester Square. I learned the hard way how to say it. So I'm like, oh, all right. So, and people yelled at me. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. All right, but no, you have consonants in there. I would want to use them, but it's Leicester Square. FrightFest 2024. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes, correct. Are you excited about today?
I have to be. I mean, this is amazing. It's like, well, instead of doing laundry, I'm going to be at the premiere of my movie, Mutilator Part 2, which is going to be a blast. It is a horror comedy with some amazing stuff in it, amazing kills, and a great cast. I'm kidding. And it should be fun for all who like horror movies and love the original.
I just got to quickly actually ask, because you said you're from New York, what are the differences between New York and London, and are you enjoying London?
I am enjoying every second of London. It seems like, I just said this, it's like the monologue in Pulp Fiction that John Travolta says. Like, Europe's a little bit different, just a little bit of, like, you have one of our chain stores is kind of like yours, but it's like mixed with one consonant, like it's just one letter off, but it's the same thing. So kind of same way, but I'm having a blast here. So I'm not going, I'm not going, I'm staying here.
Amazing. And then, okay, right, about the film, how did you get involved in this? Like, and why did you want to do this?
So I answered an ad in Backstage.com, which is a famous magazine. It's actually based in New York. It's a casting magazine. And buddy texted me, and then we had a phone call, a video phone call. And he told me what the character he wanted me to play was. I actually auditioned for another character. I didn't get that one. And he told me about my character Henry and what happens to him and what he is. After he told me, after laughing for about 10 to 15 minutes, I said, Mike, of course I have to do this. This is the funniest thing I've ever heard in a while. So, and then he's like, you're hired. Yeah.
That's actually a really interesting question I wanted to ask, actually. So when actors do go for a certain role and then it switches to another role, is there any disappointment in that? Or do you think, okay, actually I've got a challenge, I'm up for the challenge?
For me, and I'm only talking about me, I don't get disappointed. It depends on, do I want to, like, it depends on the project. If it's a project like this and I get a better role than what I was going for, then yeah. If it's like a role where it's just kind of a cameo or a kind of supporting, and I'm not a big fan of the script, it's always script first for me. And if it's not controversial, if it's like just something, which it's happened to me before, where something is completely controversial, they want me to say all sorts of things, and no, because I know your project's not going to go anywhere. This, yes, because this has a following. Mutilator has an amazing European following, a worldwide following for that matter, and I'd be dumb to say no. And I mean, I have problems, but no. But as an actor, it always comes down to what is the project going to do for me, and will people want to watch me in that project? Yeah, that's basically how I pick my stuff.
Oh, amazing. What was your favorite scene to film in this, without giving too much away? And obviously it's a slasher as well, so are you a big fan of slashers?
I do like horror movies. Okay, I'm going to show my age. I'm around 80. I looked at 1970s and 1980s slashers. I'm not a big fan of today's slashers, except obviously Mutilator 2. That one. But I do enjoy a good thriller/horror movie, which I think Mutilator 2 kind of fits in as well. My favorite scene that I shot, there was I have a stunt with a trench coat, and we were waiting for a setup because it was a practical effect that had to do something with my coat. So at one point, Ruthie Martinez and Bill Hickok from the original film, who are in this new one, they're from the original, they were actually helping with props and wardrobe and everything. They were helping me with my trench coat to get the gag ready for the stunt. And then Buddy Cooper, the director, was like right here. So it was kind of, in one way, it was like having Wes Craven, or John Carpenter or something right there, and you had like Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasance right next to him. So that was like, it's like a surreal situation. Like, this is really happening. All three of them are worried about me for the shot. This is amazing. So I'm like, I could die right now and then be happy. Well, in a sense, I'm like, this is amazing. and it worked. Stunt worked. So, and you'll see it in the film. But I enjoyed everything about shooting this film. In fact, I got a lot of friends with it. We all stayed at the location that we shot for about a month, and we all, even though some of us didn't have scenes with each other, we pretty much became pretty close. So it was a wonderful filming experience.
Amazing. Can we expect a lot of gore?
Well, the scenes that I shot, I can't tell you anything about that. But you're going to have a blast with the stuff that I saw this in Las Vegas for the West Coast premiere in the United States, and I didn't know. I didn't see it until then, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" Like, you know, how the hell did I do that kind of thing? Yeah, the Saska sisters actually made one of our kills, so a very famous one. You'll love it when you see it. So it's got a little bit for everybody: a horror movie, comedy, everything. Yeah.
And then lastly, what can we expect from you in the future?
Right now, I'm currently in a film called The Blackest Darkness that you can stream on Apple TV and Amazon and Fawsome and Tubi UK. It's kind of like a David Lynch kind of spoof pastiche, every fancy word I could think of, but it's 75 minutes and it's really good. It's shot incredibly well, and of course, I don't play a nice guy. It's just a thing.
Well, you are a lovely guy. So thank you so much for your time, and have a great time today.
Thanks, and watch Mutilator 2 and Blackest Darkness for me, and hopefully you guys can sit in the theater and watch this very soon. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.